Now, the class of 2017 has selected one of its own to address you today. Originally from Norway, Rabia Reed also has lived in Brazil and Scotland. She majored in law at the University of Edinburgh. At King Hall, she was active in the King Hall Labor and Employment Law Association, Disability Law Rights Association, and the Trial Practice Honors Board. But her favorite activity was working with students as a teaching assistant. This fall, Rabia Reed will join the international law firm Seyfarth Shaw. She's an avid baker, is learning ballet, and is proud to be graduating alongside her husband, Lars Reed. Please welcome Rabia Reed to the podium.
Hi, guys, and welcome graduating class of 2017. There are a lot of you, my goodness. And might I say so myself, you all look very sharp. I can see where you all get your good looks from looking around the room. I want to extend a nice, big, warm welcome to everyone in the room. That includes, faculty, adjunct staff. I'm looking at you, classmates and friends, family, parents, siblings, cousins, distant relatives, friends, and then people who just kind of wandered in here hoping to see a show. Hopefully, I will do you some justice. When I found out that I would be lucky enough to stand in front of you today and give you a speech, I can't even describe to you how overjoyed I was. I think I kind of jumped around the room a little bit. I wanted to do a really good job, and I did what most law students will do when you give them a task, and I prudently went to the research. I found that most articles that try to teach you how to give a good speech try to say that it's really important to speak about something that's from your heart. And I couldn't think of anything that would be closer to my heart than the people in this room. So that was really good news for me. And I want to take this time to share with you guys why I think these graduates are so sensational. So when I first got to King Hall, I flew here from Europe, and I didn't quite know what to expect. I'd only heard these grisly stories from my father, who attended another California law school sometime in the 1990s, and to avoid embarrassing any of the Berkeley grads in this room, I will not name that school. He told me these stories about students who would rip pages right out of the library books. They wanted to get ahead of the curve, they were competitive, they were vicious. Now, I don't know if you guys know this about me, you probably do, but I am not the ripping a page out of a library book kind of girl. I was really happy to find out that neither are none of these people in this room. King Hall students are friendly, they're kind, they're honest, they're collegial, they're kind of cool, and most importantly of all, they are extremely huggable. So I immediately found out that no matter how far I was away from my family, and it was far, about 5,500 miles, I was never really alone. You see, you guys were there. We were there for each other. We supported each other every single day, and I tried to count. It's really hard to count the amount of times that I see people checking in on each other each day. In fact, when drafting the first draft of the speech, I was sitting by the couches on the second floor of the ASP office. I was checked in on by at least 10 students. You guys care about each other, and you spent the time here showing that with your actions. You would share notes, chargers. When someone was crying in the bathroom, and that happened a couple times, you would share tissues, hugs, kind words. You shared high fives at milestones, and we did a lot of milestones, first final, second final, eighth final, 2/3 of the way through. All those posts, lots of high fives. And we also cheered each other on during a talent show where I got to see some of the talents of my incredibly talented classmates. We shared some times having a bit more shenanigan-y fun at bar review. Some of those stories, not necessarily graduation appropriate, but let's just say some fun times were had. You are a diverse crowd. Every single background, every single race, every single heritage is here in this room. People from near, people from far, people I never thought that I would meet. And what's really important is that you're not only diverse, you're really inclusive. I've never been turned away from anybody in this room, and likewise, I will never turn any of you away. You showed me with your kindness and strength, your courage, your compassion, and your empathy that you are wonderful people. And these values that you brought with you to the table, these are what I like to call the King Hall values. It's the King Hall family values. And these are values that you brought because you are already amazing human beings. Now, there may be some times ahead of us that are going to be tough. We may not know what we're supposed to do, some choices we need to make in the legal field. But if there's one thing that I want you to take away from this speech, don't change who you are. Stay the supportive and amazing people that you already are. Stand tall with integrity. When you see someone who's struggling, don't pull them down, lift them up. Stay vibrant. Don't become gray and dull like the suits that we will often have to wear. One professor told me that someone told him, and Professor Harris, I know that that's hearsay, but please forgive me on this one occasion, that if you could bottle the King Hall spirit, these values that we have, you could sell it for a lot of money. And I believe that that's true, so I'm asking you to bottle it yourselves and take it along for the ride. You are so capable of tackling the future that lies ahead of you. People always say that the world does not need more lawyers. What they mean is that the world needs more King Hall lawyers. They're looking for people who are kind and down to earth, who can live with humor and joy. They're looking for people who are not afraid to get into another person's perspective and ask them how they're doing. What's going on with you? People who are not afraid to advise on more than just the law, who care more about values other than the billable hour. These are lawyers who care. We're looking for lawyers who are not afraid to get down and dirty on a softball field. We are looking for lawyers who will share a bag of snacks out of a vending machine on a late trial date. We want lawyers that will keep human and stay connected to the world and community around them. Be that lawyer. Keep those values. Stay these wonderfully amazing people that I already know that you are. I believe in you because I have seen what you are capable of. You are smart and kind and decent. And if you stay true to those King Hall values, you will be an amazing attorney in the future. So finally, and these are my final remarks, I want to really express some gratitude to some of the people here in this room. Although there are people here that are specific to me, my tribe, and I'm talking about my sister, my wandering heart, outside of my body, Aisha, my parents, Jana and Ollie, who are superhumans. I'm talking about my soulmate, who all of you know, Lars, fantastic guy, and my amazing in-laws, Sophia and Runa. I think my best friend from high school is also here, but I'm not sure. If you are, hi, Eric. But even though these people supported me, I have more people to thank. I want to thank everyone sitting in this room today, all of you, because you gave me the classmates that I love. These people could not have become these amazing people without your support and your kindness and your care. I'm talking about every parent who took a call during the finals period late at night, every sibling who pushed us along our tracks, every friend who stuck by us when we were sick during finals as well. These are the people that have helped us, our mentors who have given us advice. These classmates that I adore, these kind, amazing people, they don't come out of thin air, they don't come from nowhere, they come from you guys. And that's why you should celebrate today too. This is your day. You produce these amazing human beings and future amazing lawyers. So I'm gonna urge you all to celebrate with every fiber of your body today. Party hard. Times might be tough in the future, but today is a day for celebration. And I promised my family I would do this. Your future is so bright that you're gonna need some shades. Thank you.